We're thrilled to have you with us from Denton, Texas, Apache Stadium. It's the Charlotte 49ers and the North Texas Mean Green. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Reese?
Holly, thank you. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the North Texas Mean Green offense takes the field, and they'll try to put together the first drive of the game. And here comes Taven Jackson. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. The run inside. It's White. There he goes.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. Thrust that arm out. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space. It's White. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. North Texas will. Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt. They're ready for it. They make the tackle, and they stop them short.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his man. It's Barnes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he's able to catch it and go get the first.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
The offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking for a crease. It's White. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, it just seems as if that ISO play just never really had a chance to develop.
Yeah, but if I'm that running back, good Lord, I'm looking for something. There wasn't any space on the inside, so he tried to bounce it outside and try to make a hole. But sometimes you just run that thing downhill, lower your shoulder, try to get a yard or two, and you bounce it outside, you get a loss and put your offense in a worse situation.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need.
Oh, a lot of space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Jackson will throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Looking downfield on first down. On target. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the 49ers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And they tacked on the extra point. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Reese. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Running inside. It's White. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. North Texas will have to punt it away. And they'll fake it again. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Middleton. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Complete with conviction on the crosser.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this.
Finding some... Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Charlotte. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment,
Oh, and they blocked it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. North Texas in the hurry up. Jackson gonna throw it.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Now the play fake. Looking left. Makes a connection. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. North Texas, after that big play through the air, back to work. Gonna run it. It's White. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. This time he wants to throw. Bringing the heat. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. North Texas doing business from the red zone. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Middleton. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move and looking deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The 49ers in the hurry up.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Trying to impose their will with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Jackson will throw. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. North Texas will have to punt. They fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. And he's got it. Got to get to the sticks.
We'll give the return team credit there because they were...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside. It's Rutledge. There's a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the 49ers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Chunked it away just as he was hit. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. So now on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments.
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I'll tell you, it's tough to complete 2-point conversions. Obviously, very small windows to throw into. Couldn't come away with that one. Let's see how that affects the outcome.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the ground, it's Rutledge. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Aggies in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on a 6-0 start. Could be a special season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get started on the next drive. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Coming out of the locker room, Coach Albin told me, listen, things have not been going right lately, but they have found some momentum here in this ball game. He said, I know we've got a lot of clock left, a lot of game left, but it all starts right now to continue to believe. They get the ball to start the second half, and we'll see if they take that first half momentum into the third. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Grabbed behind the line. It's Boston. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to run for it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Oh, man, he might have some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown. Niners into the end zone with a breakaway score.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
And the extra point is good. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Reese. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. North Texas in the hurry-up. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football, and you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. And here comes the offense on second down.
Here we go, ready. Go.
They'll give it on the counter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds this big tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rutledge. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Rutledge. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it. It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige.
Touchdown, Charlotte. And the route is on.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Quarterback may change this route. Jackson will throw. Looking for a big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Chase to the right. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Fakes the grab. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they take it in for 6 more points. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the 49ers sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Working that left side. He'll make... On 3rd down, he's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The 49ers look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And the 49ers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Rutledge. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Backed up now, here's second and long. DB's right up on the receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. Powers through the defender. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do.
Here's a little room there. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Off play action on first down. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown 49ers. And the punishment has been extended. They tack on a little extra here in the fourth and just about set to break this long losing streak.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And the extra point was good. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Reporting from the North Texas sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive.
Trying to beat the D deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Got it in the middle. It's Tipton. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's White. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Right down the gut of the field. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Well, this receiver has tons of speed, and I love this offensive coordinator getting him involved in the run game. You don't just have to throw him ghosts and post routes. Just let him use that speed and elusiveness. Out on the perimeter, in the open field, the reverse ends up being an explosive touchdown for the offense.
Let's go! Come on! Yeah! Let's go, baby, let's go!
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Jackson will throw. Extending the play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run it. It's Rutledge. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They got the ball in great. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball, just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.